Hello everybody, I am Tom and you are watching me play Disco Elysium. In today's episode we're going to do much more exploring. Give me a second, I've got to start my timer because I'm an idiot. Right, timer is now started. Fantastic. Alright, so let's go talk to these people.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, alright?
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
René and Gaston. That's like the most French names ever.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions never.
Shouldn't I ask what game it is first?
No, you got this. There's the ball. You're the game.
A moment of your time, fellows. Don't get involved in the game.
Sure, officer. I am René Arnaud, and my specially abled partner here is Gaston Martin. How can we help you?
Blue and yellow with orange pants. Wasn't that the uniform of the Royalists? I think that was the uniform of the Royalists. Do you know anything about the man hanged in the backyard of the Whirling Rags?
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. But this affair has passed me by completely.
And most of the locals?
In Martinez, the union is the law. So can you really blame them?
But you don't have a problem with cops.
Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets.
I wouldn't call cop a pejorative term. It's a... I mean, I guess it lacks respect in a certain way.
He doesn't know about the crime. Your time is better spent discussing politics.
So again, you don't know anything?
If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man, not a coward. The daily business of the riffraff no longer concerns me.
I like René.
'Tis true, sire. He knows nothing.
You seem to be playing in a crater.
Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game.
Was there an earthquake here?
No. It was left by heavy artillery fire.
Okay, it's a crater left by artillery fire, but why?
Why what?
Why was heavy artillery used?
Because that's what happens when communards hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home.
Did you use artillery fire against them?
Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked.
Interesting.
Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't though, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough.
Interesting. Yeah, so I think he is one of the royalists. And he's talking about the fact that they didn't win the war, it was the foreigners, which would be the revolutionaries, I guess? I don't know. I'm still trying to piece together, like, the war that happened before this.
It was probably a bit more complicated than that.
Thank you, Logic. Why Shell here in Martinet?
Because this place is a damn beachhead. Had to soften the commies up first. Yes, the military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol.
Interesting.
Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta.
Not thoughtfully and turn and look northeast.
This here is Blood Ground, where coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we're playing pétanque on their mangled corpses.
Oh, it is Pétanque. I was wondering that. Similar to... kind of similar to bowls, I guess? Not really. Like you throw the ball rather than roll it.
Ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
So why everything is so bombed out?
Damn right, son. They laid the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it. And it worked, too.
Sorry, my chair was in a bad position. That will probably get me better audio. There was a strangling gleam in his eye. Strange gleam in his eye.
The city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course, they still all influence.
Interesting.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players on the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... What do you think?
Thinking men have opinions on these things. Present one.
Foreign powers cleaned up our mess, and now they rule us. Shake your head in shame.
I'm sorry it had to be them. After 8 years of fighting those hyenas, boiling cats for food and drinking piss in the mountains, I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned through Revachol, or even if that damn clan Frissel had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case. Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio. This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain with.
Interesting. You mentioned Guillaume.
A true king in both blood and mind. Led Revachol before Frissel. He would have been better, but the damn commies drove him into exile.
Some manner of self-deceit is present in his thinking. Sounds like this Guillaume abandoned him.
Exactly what I was
want
thinking.
to admit it.
That is exactly what I was thinking. If you're the king of somewhere and there's someone coming in to stop you, you don't get driven into exile. You fight and you die. Or you fight and you win. They're your 2 choices if you're a king. Who's Frissel?
Damn Frissel. He was the king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed him, and the crown. He died in the hands of the Hyperlay, in a very public execution.
Yeah. More kingly, but also more dead, unfortunately.
The suzerain is the king! Has everyone forgotten already? They forgotten already. It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's bowls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire.
I have a 3% chance of getting this. Let's try it. Could get
All
double
you
sixes.
observe is a veteran refusing to let go of the past and his old uniform. This is not uncommon.
This is the uniform of the Royal Carabineers in service of Frissel I, Guillaume le Lion, and the valiant King Philip V before him.
Don't you mean Freestyle the fan?
You do not speak his name, Craven, although he was a clown.
Jesus.
But he was our clown, ours to ridicule and to mourn.
Craven is a word for coward, effectively. It's slightly different to coward, but coward is probably the most direct analog to a common word, anyway.
There's something you missed. You will get to it. Don't worry.
Thank you for your time.
I have really outdone myself. This is divine.
Yes, that's what you need, Gaston. More padding on that fat arse of yours. I hope your heart gives out.
René, it's a little pleasures. Life doesn't need to be a struggle. Hello, officer. How might I be of assistance on this fine day?
What do you know about the dead man?
Let me think. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for a week. But that's all I know, really.
Yeah, absolutely nothing.
No, officers, I'm sorry. And I really would like to assist. You are both good guys. I can see that.
Then help them, you wimp. You have plenty of shoulder with the ghost caviar in the Union. Someone must know something.
He means caviar socialists.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could, but I just don't know anything. I always keep my nose clean and don't gossip. Everyone knows and respects that.
Odd. He doesn't seem to be lying, but there's something off here.
Sounds a bit like you're holding back.
I'm not even anyone.
Of course he's holding back. His mouth is so full of Union prick he can't even speak properly.
Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it? Is that okay, René? I'm not anyone important in the Union. I just know Evrard.
How do you know of Rot?
Everyone in Martinez knows the Clare brothers. I taught these boys human studies and history in the gymnasium.
Right. He was their old teacher.
What do you know about history? You never witnessed history, only heard about it years later when it had already moved on. You don't know history.
The old soldier mumbles something under his breath and turns to face the sea. There he stands, proud, rigid and alone, like a cracking marble statue.
Let's try not to get caught in a crossfire.
Lest we leave riddled with bullet holes. This animosity is ancient.
Are you a Union member?
Oh, in many ways, yes. Like an honorary member. I attend meetings and parties, help with little things. Evrard, Edgar, and the older debarders all know me.
In many ways?
Oh, yes.
You're not an actual member.
Not in the technical sense. I don't have a vote or a membership card. But Evrard keeps me on the payroll, just for the little things.
Interesting. So the Union is a socialist movement, which, I mean, that makes a lot of sense. Socialist movement was born from unions. But it's interesting here. So these two old men are around the same age. And he is more sympathetic to the socialists, and he is a royalist. And sees the socialists as the people who destroyed his country, so makes sense.
That's what it was before. Him hiding something. He tries to make it look like he's a big deal in the Union, and now the illusion is disintegrating before your and René's eyes. He doesn't know anything, because no one tells him anything. He's an outsider.
Of course he's not a member. He's not a member of anything. I knew that. He's a Vezavane. Turns the way the wind blows and tries to look important. I hate the socialist rabble, but even siding with them is better than living your entire life on the fence. Never committing to anything. Pick a damn side already.
I tend to agree with René there. What are the little things you do for Evrard?
Writing work mostly. Occasionally, He needs something written, and I happen to have a way with words, people say.
What kind of things do you write for him?
Oh, nothing official, I assure you. Just essays for the newspapers. About Martinez and how things are and how they could be. Everhart and I have these long talks where...
Well, he tells his little pen man exactly what to say. It's commie propaganda, plain and simple. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Are you a caviar socialist?
I don't even consider myself a regular socialist.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Politics is not
Makes sense.
really something I involve myself in, officer.
Makes sense. You need to believe in something. Freedom, the people, Rebashol, or even money.
I believe everyone has the right to think and do whatever they want. Even if it's nothing at all. I'm very adaptable.
Fair enough.
Come on, you.
The Carabinier closes his eyes like he's never going to open them again. Like, that's all for now.
No, thank you. For being consummate professionals. You'll have this case wrapped up in no time.
What are the rules of this game?
Oh, the goal is to throw your bull. As close to the cochonnet as you can.
Mm-hmm.
That's the cochonnet.
Interesting. Tell me more about it. Also, with this game as well, I think you have to throw it. You see how he's holding the ball here? How René is holding the ball, where it's got like the it's like underhanded. I think you have to, from memory. I've only played it a couple of times, and it was quite a few years ago. But you hold the ball like underarm the way he's holding it. And you kind of raise your arm up, and you have to throw it like that. You can't do like like he just did there. You can't do like an overhead throw. It has to be like a. It's not even an underarm throw because that like has your arm the other way. You have to like fling it like that effectively. It's interesting. I've played it before.
Well, first, you draw a circle about a half a meter in diameter. We made ours out of rope. Then, the order of play is determined by a coin toss. You win it. You get to throw the cochonnet. Then, the players aim to throw their bulls as close to the cochonnet as possible. They must stay in the circle and keep both feet planted.
Anything else you can tell me about Pétanque?
I could, but I'd rather not. I don't want to take up your time with trivial details, officer.
Thanks, Gaston.
You'll put that knowledge to good use in 50 years. I'm sure of that, officer.
I don't like where this is going, officer. Don't you think we should do something else now?
Sure, we're gonna case solve. Tire tracks leading onto the roof. I think I misread. Tire tracks leading onto the roof, did that say? I don't know. Alright. So, we've done everything there. We're sitting about 20 minutes already, but that's fine. I don't think I can go any further here yet, because that's all closed off. Oh, hello. What's that? A sewer grate, a gateway to the River of Filth. Indeed. Alright, so let's head up and talk to the unions, I guess. It's the only real way I haven't gone yet. That's not true. There is a way at the back, but let's go here first. Hello.
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
The man mutters to himself, accenting the beats as he goes.
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
Keep listening.
From another planet. Hey there.
What's going on here?
It's the jam, my man.
What's the jam?
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike. Scabs agitating. An all-around clusterfuck.
Fair.
Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days. Upon days.
So is he a truck driver, I guess? Or a train driver? I can't tell if these are tracks. Because the art style, I can't tell if this is a road or tracks. I think it's a road. I think it's a truck driver, right? How long have you been here?
Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
Mazout is an antiquated term for heavy fuel oils. This man has a barely suppressed performative streak. Or he just likes unusual words. Or both.
Extravagantly phrased, but I can roll with it.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already. So tell me, what do you need?
Know anything about the dead man, the one hanging behind the hostel there?
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
Busy with what?
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs.
Fair enough.
Ask for his conclusion.
And your conclusion?
A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees.
Interesting. What are you hauling anyway?
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Relax. He's merely joking.
Wicked, I've always wanted a friend in the underworld.
Ha! No, I'm joking, my man. Found runs a nice, clean business. This haul of cargo is mostly sporting goods. You know, tracksuits and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grodd in the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately.
So nothing illegal then?
Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road.
That's your machine behind you?
This rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
A motor lorry, also called a camion, on Caillou and neighboring islands. This one looks roughed up enough to be some sort of found rust bucket. Maybe the A6.
That a foul A6 you got there?
Good eye, my man. Yup, she's an old one, but reliable. Me and her spent a long time together.
Can I get one of those foam tracksuits you're hauling?
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't
Fair.
be happy.
Right, I had another question.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Tell me more about this strike.
It's like whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands, no way in or out.
What is it exactly that the union's demanding?
Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess.
A giant new power crane and half the company.
I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. Like a strike
Interesting.
negotiator type.
Someone I want to talk
They
to.
know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
Ah, yes, from the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
Interesting. What is it you think the company wants?
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
He doesn't blame them, but he's not on their side. That's for sure.
Fair enough. Anything else I should know?
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do.
All of who?
Us lorry drivers. Camioners. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really.
Not you?
Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
What's better than chasing transient pleasures? The more transient, the better. When one's ended, you can get onto the next one.
It's my electrochemistry talking about drugs, presumably. I may as well ask him for money. Because honestly, this seems to be the only way we can get money, is just ask people. Care to spare some change for a working stiff?
Huh? Oh. No, I ain't got any money. They don't want to pay for unfinished work.
They who?
The bosses, man.
Makes sense. Work first, then pay.
Makes sense. It sucks is what it does.
True. Also makes sense, though. I'm good for now. Good talk.
Don't be a stranger.
I wonder if it will properly pathfind. Seemingly, yes. A bold slogan, Humanops, covers the truck. The horseback monument. An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing towards the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods. Who is this? A soft plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, I am Felipe III, the squanderer, the greatest of the Philippine kings of Revachol, son of Felipe II, the opulent, father of Felipe IV, the insane. What did this king do?
What did he do? You have no idea
God damn
what
it.
you did a week ago. How would you know what this guy did many centuries ago? High above you, the king stands triumphantly oblivious to your memory trouble.
I had a very good chance of getting that, apparently. I had like 96% or something. That's a shame. Whatever. Ruins full of snow. No one lives here anymore. Someone else we can talk to, I suppose? We are sitting at 27 minutes, but let's see. These conversations take a
A
while.
small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face. The photo, an ambrotype from the turn of the century, as golden as her smile. It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter, some cigarettes and food money. Maybe she's your...
Excuse me, ma'am. I'd like to ask you some questions.
No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
Snap your fingers in front of her face.
Wait. She's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone.
Why?
Why? I just told you why.
You say so. Interesting. She could have information. Seems weird not to ask. A foreign car kept in good condition. Alright, sweet. I'm gonna head back up here. Oh, I have to go the whole way around apparently. We're coming up to 30 minutes, so we're probably going to be the end of the episode. We learnt a fair amount about the world there from those two old, well, one of them was a soldier. The other one was, a teacher, I guess? Goods from the lorry haphazardly litter the surroundings, and this will be door locked for summer. Closed for winter, please use main entrance. Yep. Alright, so we're going to go and probably head up this way next time. But that's going to be it for this episode, so if you liked the video, please leave a like. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And as always, thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time. So we're getting a lot of, like, world information here, not a lot of information that's actually helping us solve the murder. Which, you know, is what we're trying to do. But... learning more about the world will get me more kind of encyclopedic knowledge, which may then allow me to remember my actual past, which could be very helpful. Like finding my gun, for instance. Anyway, see you next time, guys.